What's up, guys? It's Black West 91 coming to you with another Naruto Gaiden story, chapter 700 plus 4. The title of this chapter is Chance Encounter 2. Now, the video that is uploaded before this, the title of the chapter before was Chance Meeting 1. So this one's, I guess, Chance Encounter 2. I guess Kishimoto wanted to try something different, or maybe that's a translation error or whatever. But this chapter is continuing off of the fight with Shin versus Naruto in the game. Well, really Naruto, and we get to see Naruto's like new transformation of his like Naruto Fox cloak, and it looks pretty badass. Like I tell you, it's like it's pretty amazing. Naruto, he's definitely upgraded, or he's evolved with his power, and we find out that, you know, Kurama, he's just like, you know, it's been a while since you actually used my power. So there, I've been thinking about the story, like there has been some times of peace, so Naruto hasn't really had to fight that much. So I mean, that's a good step in the direction, like as far as like the new world peace, the new world order, you know, things are not as bad. There has been some hiccups here and there. I know if Kishimoto wants to do like more other stories, in between those time periods, he can like add certain things, but still it would have to, you know, coincide with the fact that he hasn't really used Kurama in that much of a time. But they go into battle, and Uchiha Shin, he pretty much has the Mangekyo Sharingan. Naruto knows that. It is so like, wow. It's like, okay, this kid not only has the 3-Tomo Sharingan, and he's like probably Jonin or past that level, but he also has Mangekyo Sharingan. He's probably Jonin level for this kid. Like, he can probably hold his own against like a couple of Jonin level adults. Like he's an Uchiha. He's that badass. Another thing I forgot to mention in the other my other video about the battle between Chocho and Sarada versus Shin. When you're fighting Uchiha, they have the copy will eye technique. You know, the Sharingan. They can like they notice your movements 3 times, 10 times before you even do it, and they can copy it. Like, so it's Shin, like movement is not that bad for him. And I was surprised by how Shin, using his ability in this chapter, he throws the Shuriken that had with the chain that was thrown like further away. He was able to, I guess, manipulate it and send the spikes, or send the blades of the Shuriken out and go to attack Naruto and the gang. That's why Naruto able to put on his cloak, and he had created like the 8 tails or whatever. But so those blades split it into 2 parts, so it was like 8 blades. So I guess his Mangekyo has like the ability to like manipulate objects. That's what I'm guessing. Like I said, Shin's pretty quick. He was able to dodge one of Naruto's attacks when he threw one of the spikes, the blades at Shin. That battle kind of concluded, I'll say, because one of the Jubi creatures came out from one of the pillars, because, you know, Shin was on it, and he lets him know right then and there, like everyone else was thinking, that Jubi creature was like, and the Jubi creature can talk. He's like, listen, you're not on his level. This is not an opponent you want to fight on. This, you know, on a bad day, he's probably better than you on your good day. So, Naruto is Hokage. He's well past Hokage level. He has a freaking he has a freaking Jinchuriki inside of him, and he's probably one of the strongest, probably the strongest aside from Sasuke, ninjas in the world. Obviously, this is a whole new story. There might be like, there's probably another character just as strong, because they're gonna have to make an opponent that is somewhat going to give a challenge. So there's probably more other hidden ninjas that are very powerful, just like Naruto. That's pretty scary. But you know, so Shin, he realized, knows his limits. That was good, and he ends up that Jubi creature ends up teleporting himself and Shin with him. But the teleportation technique is very similar to Obito's teleportation technique, because it has the swirl and goes into dimension. Naruto, he noticed that teleportation jutsu. So I'm starting to think, like, is this Obito now? Like, I said Shisui before in my last video. I don't know. I mean, at the end of this chapter, when I read it on Manga Stream, I did see a picture of Shisui, you know. So, listen, these Uchihas come back here and there. You never know who's dead, who's alive. It's the Uchihas. That's how it happens. But after that happens, I like Naruto's interaction with the girls. Cho, she, you know, she's like feeling herself. Like, she's very self-centered in some of the things. Like, you know, like she thinks Naruto's her dad. He's pretty cool. Probably thinks he's very good looking. She, you know, she feels like every guy is like after her. Like, oh my god. I mean, I like Cho. I think, you know, I like her. She's interesting. I think, you know, like Naruto, she could be a little wacky. He's just like, okay, you know, you obviously look like your mom. You know, you have her skin tone, you have her, and you also have like Choji's body. So like those combinations like make you. So it is what it is. And Sarada, like his interaction with her, like, it's kind of like a fatherly figure. Like, you know, she just feels at ease around Naruto, which that's what a lot of characters get from Naruto. Like Naruto, he's a very warm, very loving, very drawing, engaging character. So, but just the way he placed his hand on her head, like that for Sarada, that like felt really good. Like I can see why she is like, oh my god, seventh, my bad. So yeah, I mean, in Naruto, he's just kind of like, he kind of toots his own horn. I guess he wants to make himself look cool, because when he's talking about Sasuke, it kind of like, well, you know, he was cool and popular just like me. He had very good grades just like me. You know, good at everything just like me. Well, that wasn't the case. He wasn't. He was. It's funny because this is such a contrast to how Naruto was, when he was younger. Naruto was not the popular kid. He was didn't do well with grades. Like, he was terrible. People didn't like him. They thought he was like a demon. And this whole entire shit, like, if people, like, if the kids of this new story of this generation saw the older generation how they were, it would be like a totally different shit. Like Gaara, like, I'm bringing Gaara into this. He was not the loving and caring person earlier on in the series. I mean, people didn't. Same thing with Gaara and Naruto. They went through like a similar trial, you know, in their life. So like Naruto now, people love him. Like, kids look up to him. Oh my god, he's so cool. Like, it's like the he's referred to as badass because like he's like the Hokage. Like the kids don't know his past. They don't know anything about him. They just see him as now like, oh my god, he's so cool. They know him as this position. That's what they grew up to knowing him as. So I mean, I think that's pretty cool. Like, it just goes to show you that in life things change. You change and you meet new people, and they don't know your history, and it allows you to give you a new start. You could be a whole new person if you want. And you know, as time goes on, when people get close, you know, you can let them in if they're trustworthy. Or that's my take on it. You know, I mean, I'm just talking in life facts as far as having a past, meeting new people, or people coming up to know you as this person that you are, like, you're a businessman, but you know, in your previous lives you was probably in the streets, or you was in the law doing illegal criminal activity, and you know, things change. And something that Sarada did was handing him his lunch, and he just kind of got a flashback to the time when he was a kid with Sasuke and Sakura, and Sarada reminds Naruto that like, you have like both Sasuke and Sakura in you. Like, you look like your mom, and you have your dad's eyes. He didn't wear glasses, but like that essence of both of you are in there. And you know, we see their journey. They're going to this certain spot, you know, to meet Sasuke. And as she's going there, Sarada's getting happy. I like this. She starts to awaken her Sharingan a little bit. Like, the place has like 4 Timones on the door, so maybe it's a special. I believe it's called the passing the message passing tower. I might be wrong on that. Her Sharingan, she has 1 Timon. It awakens, and probably also she's getting closer to her dad because her dad's right there, and she notices him, and she's like, "Dad," but he doesn't even notice that. He's like, he pulls out his blade. Like, the first time you meet your daughter, you pull out a sword on her. Like really? Like, are you like working with one of those? Like, that has to be like traumatizing. Like, for you to like finally meet your dad, and the first thing he does, like, pull out a sword to you. Like, what? Are you like Sasuke? You can't notice that, you know, she has black hair. She kind of looks like Sakura. Like, man, come on. I know a lot. Now, let me just say this. I know a lot of people want to talk about how this could be Karin's baby. But listen, I'm gonna just say this. We know from Kishimoto, he plays these like pairing wars. So he plays these wars where he puts things up like, here. What do you think? Oh wait, let me add another. So what do you guys think? You know, let you guys decide. And then at the end, for him to just write out, okay, well, no, it was just these two. No, it didn't happen. So I don't think it's Karin's baby. I think Karin might be dead. Maybe around the time Karin sacrificed her life, you know, because she has the power. She's an Uzumaki. She can give chakra. Maybe Sakura needed the chakra in order to survive, to give birth to Sarada. I'm just pulling this out of my head, like out of my ass, like out of nowhere. And from her sacrificing her chakra, she like gave her life. Like, basically, it was like a dying wish, or not. I don't know about dying wish, but like something that she wanted to do for Sasuke and help out, and you know, as a keepsake or as a reminder, the glasses that she wore. Give this to my daughter. This will always be a reminder that Karin had like saved you guys, and I would always remember and be grateful. So, and that's another thing. Sasuke is he probably won't get Father of the Year or for 12 or 13 years, but he can make up for that after these chapters, you know, coming back to the village more often, I think. And if that was the case, that theory that I just threw out there, as far as Karin's glasses, the keepsake, because I believe it's probably Karin's glasses. Why couldn't he recognize it on her face? Now, in Sasuke's defense, he probably is thinking these guys are very clever. They can make themselves look like anyone. Who knows? So, but yeah, that's my thoughts. I just think we got a lot of interesting stuff. Seeing Naruto's like new Biju mode chakra form. His Naruto's the Jubi's the Jubi creature with Shin has a teleportation technique similar to Obito. Naruto's interaction with Chocho and Sarada, and then Sarada finally meeting her father Sasuke for the first time, but on like a turbulent, traumatic ground, like, you know, him pulling his sword out towards his daughter, like first time meeting, like, oh. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this chapter. I thought this was a pretty good chapter. Kishimoto, he's outdoing himself, like he's doing a really good job. Tell me what you guys thought in the comment section below. Like this video if you did. If you want to go to my Facebook fan page, you can go into the description box below. I also have my graphic design website. That will be in the description box below. Also, just a side note, you know, Kishimoto, he will be in New York in October of the during Comic-Con week, like the 8th to I believe the 11th. He's going to be there on Thursday and Saturday. I already have my Thursday ticket. I was going to buy a 4-day ticket, but just changed my mind because he's going to be there Thursday and Saturday. And I believe he's going to be at one of the Barnes and Nobles, maybe like at the Center Square or whatever. So yeah, that's just that's it. So this is Black Boss 91 signing out.